Deep within the state of Virginia, an abandoned noble house has been forgotten for over 40 years. The last resident of this stately home vanished mysteriously. Once home to the esteemed Sanders family, this house witnessed their entire lives. Eugene and Anjess, loving parents, raised their two beautiful children in this cozy adobe. Eugene first used to serve in the army, but later changed his career path and started an insurance business that became rather successful over time, leading them to lead a life of luxury. Join us as we uncover the secrets behind this forsaken dwelling and shed light on its mysterious abandonment. Welcome back everybody to the Bros of DK. I'm Leslie, today behind the camera like usual, Danny.
Hello, hello.
But we're starting the episode very different today. We find ourselves on top of a graveyard, but this is in the back of the residence that we're going to film today and we're going to document. The only thing that's very strange about this graveyard is, it is not from the people that lived here. If you look on the gravestones, they are first and foremost very old. 1896 it says on there. What was the name that's written on there?
Gardland.
Gardland, the Gardland family. All of these gravestones are from the Gardland family. So not from the Sanders family that lived inside of the mansion that we're going to document today. Looking at them, I think they might be from before the Sanders family lived here, but I'm not sure about that. It's a strange question for me, why these graveyards are over here. Wow. But yeah, if you not have noticed it already, it's a very rainy
pouring
today.
rain again.
But it gives this place a very special ambience. We're walking now through their backyard towards the house. And for me, this is one of the most special houses that we're going to film and document in the United States. This place has been abandoned for around 42 years right now. And everything inside of there is vintage and old. And from the times 1950, 60s and 70s. The Sanders family that used to live here was a royal and noble family. And you can see it from their house. It has been some time since they have been here. And in that time period, the house has started to dilapidate, fall apart, and it's completely overgrowing with ivy. I love the outside of this place. It's absolutely magnificent. Have a look at the front porch over here, Danny. Wow, isn't that just fascinating?
Wow, the way that it's crumbling down.
Like barely hanging on over there, the ivy overgrowing everything. The way to the front door is even not possible anymore nowadays.
And I must say, I love the garden.
Yeah, absolutely. It's unlike any other house that we've seen so far in the United States. Beautiful place. So serene here. This is a window over here. Can you believe that? There's literally nothing.
This is the
left.
house. You don't see the house.
This is like a place in France, like they do that on purpose in France, but this has not been done on purpose.
Yeah.
This has just not been maintained for all that time. There's even a chair literally lying here. Oh, this was part of the gardening furniture.
Oh yeah.
Literally, the ivy has completely buried it and you cannot pick it up anymore. Nature is strange sometimes. She takes back what's her and she doesn't care about your possessions. Another fact about this place, here's the electricity meter and there's still power on this place after 42 years. I see your face, Danny, with the rain and
camera is
everything.
getting soaked.
We're getting soaked inside of here, yeah, so we should go inside very fast. There's also this compartment underneath the house where they stored their gardening appliances, their lawnmower, and all the stuff to maintain the garden. Okay, without further ado, here's the back side of the house. We can unfortunately not spend longer outside looking at the place. We have to go in, otherwise our camera is literally gonna die. There's a small hole up here where we can enter through and head inside of the building. So we just made it inside of the home of the family Sanders. I'm super excited to take you throughout this place today and show you what's left behind in here. This is by far the most historical house that we're gonna film in the United States, so be prepared for an awesome episode. We find ourselves right now on their porch. Whether it's in summertime, wintertime, any season of the year, they would enjoy this area of the house and the nature that surrounds this place. You can literally say the nature surrounds this place because it's growing inside after all that time. Wow, the ivy growing in the building. Ivy is like really a plant. If you plant it, you gotta maintain it. Otherwise, it's very invasive and takes over an entire house in no time. You can see it, 42 years and the whole house has been taken over. Over here on this couch, the family Sanders, Eugene, Aunt Jess, the children, they would all sit together here, enjoy this space. It's like a packet of sugar from back in that time period. It's turned very, very hard now. Wow. Rocking chair. What's an American porch without a rocking chair? Oh, and even a insect device to spray like poison on insects. Lovely vacuum machine, even here in the corner.
Electrolux.
Of course, an Electrolux.
Of course.
What did you expect? This is a lovely model, I would say.
Yeah, they have a distinct style.
Oh, and it even has a cord running up here. See, where you have the controls of the vacuum machine. You didn't even have to reach down to change anything on this. Pretty luxurious model, I would say. Here's what this door is. Oh, look at that. They even had an outside toilet here on the porch. You can definitely tell that these people that lived here were very, very rich. The Sanders family had an insurance company after the father stopped being in the military. He wanted still to do something in life and he started the Sanders Insurance Company. Now we have also this sort of lay down bench over here where Aunt Jess or anybody else who wanted to could lay down. And I think this space over here, this sort of two steps, they were used to display plants and stuff like that at the end of the porch. Must have been wonderful when it was like fluorescing over here with all the plants. Wow. Would have loved to see this house in its heyday before it got completely abandoned. Then you were talking the other day about people putting their washing or drying machine in the kitchen. Now you see it over here in the porch. That's also very strange to me. Like, why would you put this is a washing machine on the porch of the house? Come on. That's just crazy. I don't understand it. Oh, another very interesting thing. An old style cola bottle. Wow. Money back. See, back then they recycled and now they don't do it anymore. Now we make everything out of plastic. But these cola bottles, I don't understand why they don't sell glass bottles. It's way better for the environment.
It's just more expensive to do, but
everything revolves about money these days. It's just stupid. I'm sorry about that. There's a little bit of myself coming back. A couple of things probably Eugene was working on. You see a lantern over here and then electrical motor and stuff like that. But I feel like it's time to go inside of the house and check out what's in there. Sorry, I got distracted by the electrical system over here. Doesn't want to function or open anymore. Oh, yes. Oh, that's something we don't want to mess with, I think. It's very old. Okay. Over this ammunition case. This ammunition case is going to take us inside. That's from Eugene's past when he was in the military, when he was a veteran of the United States of America. This is going to take us inside of the household and inside of the kitchen. You can hand that to me, Danny, and I will show you as well your climbing skills coming inside of the house. There you go, my friend. We just ended up in the kitchen. I'm just gonna be plainly honest. This is the least room of the entire house. It has been a bit overthrown, stuff has been placed all around, but it does, though, have some interesting parts. First and foremost, I want to show you this side. And here we can see how long the place is abandoned. So we always try to figure out from things we find in the kitchen how old the place is, because this is the room in the house that was used last, that was used every single day, and food expiration dates. And here we have a medicine bottle from the year 1980. And this is from E.L. Sanders. And that's Eugene Sanders, the son of the family, because that was Eugene Jr. We also had Eugene Sr., that was the father of the family. You see this a lot with noble families. They name their children after themselves, probably because they just like themselves or something like that. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, and then we have, oh, look at that. Wow, there's a clock over here, a radio clock, and the time has stopped at 12 p.m., at 11 p.m. 52. Amazing. The plaster has fallen off, and you can see that this house has been made out of brick, which is very unusual for America.
Sorry, can I correct you? It's just the fireplace.
You think it's just the fireplace?
Yes.
Look
Look at the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's all wood.
Yeah, you're right, Danny. I'm sorry. I thought this. I got very excited for a second that the house was made out of brick, and that's why I said
No,
it. But
all fireplaces are made out of wood because you cannot make a fireplace out of wood.
everything is made out of brick.
Out of wood.
Excuse me. A couple more things over here. Kitchen appliances and everything is left behind. And right next to you, there is, however, a drying machine inside of the kitchen. Stovetop, where Aunt Jess used to make the food on for the family. I love this clock face. We have a buff here.
But that belongs to the...
It seems like a cooking timer of some sort. Wow. Another clock face above there. Stopped at 3 p.m. Oh no, 10 p.m. And all the plates and cups and everything is also still left inside of here. And another thing where you can notice from that this house has been abandoned for a long time, all the plaster from the ceiling has fallen on the floor. It's all natural decay, not been destroyed or vandalized or anything. Kitchen table with retro furniture. It's pretty neat, I would say.
The chairs.
Definitely 1960s, 70s America. Wow. Okay, before I take you further throughout the house, let me first show you in the basement. It's very unusual for southern houses to have basements, but over here is the stairway that leads us over there. Okay, let's slowly go down. Let's venture inside of that forgotten space. This is a space that not a lot of explorers dare to go. Look at that. Wow, everything is falling apart in here. And you can see all the things in here are very old. I want to first go over here to show you this part. Oh. Look at all the roots from the ivy that we just saw upstairs. We saw the table laying underneath the ivy, and that's all the roots from it growing into the basement over all those years. A rocking children's bed for the dolls of the daughter of the family. And here we can see it's like the layout of a fireplace. And here's the chimney left over, so there would be a chimney that went down here, and then there would be a fireplace in front of here. So maybe at one point these rooms down here in the basement might have been used and might have had some purpose. Maybe somebody lived here, maybe somebody slept here, we don't know. It's just an assumption. Okay, very careful because this is literally falling apart. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's also a denim jacket hanging here on the door. From who might this have been? Presumably from Eugene. It's a man's jacket. It's lovely. Hundreds, thousands of jars left behind all over the basement here. A lovely oil lantern as well. I'm always excited to go through these parts of the houses. The basements and the attics. Those are the places in the house that behold the longest history, the oldest history, where you can find the most interesting and unique things, I would say. For example, this over here. You know what this is, right, Danny?
No.
So you put this next to your bed, and if you have to do your duty at night, you can do it in here. It's like a bedpan, but then for number one.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I know that for sure. The boots of a family member still left here. They had sort of the same taste as I had. Then another boot down there. Okay, wow, this cabinet is completely fallen apart. Completely gone by now. From what year is this newspaper? Now I'm very curious. 1937. Oh my gosh, this is before the World War II happened. That's how old this basement over here is. Whole wall is just falling apart. You can see behind the wall there is, however, a brick layer.
Yeah, of course, you cannot make the basement. You cannot make the basement
Yeah,
out of wood, otherwise
true.
would rotten.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh. Be very, very careful traversing this area.
Oh
Got-
wow.
Got a cabinet over here. Not really that anything interesting in there, but I am, however, interested in this
Yeah,
room.
I saw this room.
Oh my gosh. First and foremost, I see these bottles standing here on the ground, and they are White House. This is house vinegar. But a lot of bottles of those. So I would assume, like, which family would use so many bottles of vinegar? That's strange. To be very careful. What's the name for that again? I know for the name in Dutch, but do you know the name?
This thing
Yeah,
you
to
put
scare
on the
the-
fields.
To scare the birds
Yeah,
away.
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow. Wow. And this presumably a very old one. Look how they made it.
Oh.
And this would reflect in the sun, and then
Yeah.
they would scare the birds away in that sense. I think it's lovely how they made
Yeah.
it. I've never seen a scarecrow inside of an abandoned house. It's my first time.
Me too.
Oh, it's a first for the both of us. See, that's why we have to explore all over the world to see new things. Because that's a very American thing. You don't see those that much in Europe, I would say. Maybe in Portugal.
Yeah.
But in
We-
Belgium,
we-
I don't see them at all.
We normally place CDs with
Yeah.
a cord just on top of trees because the CD reflects.
So what we do, we have these devices that make like these cannon shots from after an interval of time. Like they do cannon shot, and then all the crows fly away out of the field. It's maybe a bit of an advanced thing.
Yeah.
And so over here in the corner of the room, we also have like hundreds of jars standing there, all empty. But I presume back in the time, they would fill them up with jams and honey and everything that they made on the fields around here. Wow.
Can I show this thing on the corner?
Oh yeah, of course. What are you?
This
the Pepsi
vintage
bottle.
Pepsi
Catch the
bottle.
Pepsi spirit, it says on there. Is that still the quote that they use right now?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. Also interested in this device over here. Oh, that's super, super heavy. But it's sort of a centrifuge or a press. I'm not sure where this one was used for. What kind of food or something you would make with it. But it's definitely to press something, because you can see sort of a liquid food flow out of here. Maybe for grips, but I'm not sure. Please let me know if anybody knows what this device is used for. And this is a fireplace guard. Wow. That must have been upstairs somewhere in the house. Okay. I think we showed the basement, but be careful. We still gotta go out of it. We don't want to fall through this. Oh, one more thing, sorry. Here's the stand for the Christmas tree. It used to be in the house. Very old one. Okay. I'm gonna slowly make my way out of the basement, and then we're gonna show you the upstairs of the house. Let's go over there. So it's now time to go further throughout the house. And the next room up is the dining area, where Angus used to make the meals and serve them out to the family, to the husband and the children after a long day of work and school. And you can see over here in this room, it's literally falling apart. I love how the paint is peeling off the ceiling or the wallpaper that I placed up there. Absolutely lovely. Wow. Look at this. Oh, there's a fireplace underneath here. Oh, and a very beautiful one. I think this is a cast iron one. Yeah. Look at that. Sigler. What a beautiful machine. Let's close this up. So, I love that I put a curtain over it to hide it for some reason, but I don't know why. Lovely display cabinet over to this side. And then the dining table in the middle of the room. Still completely made with 4 plates. For the boy and the girl that lived here, and Angus and her husband, Eugene. Wow. I always love to see when the table is still made in abandoned places. Most of the time, I have to be honest, photographers come in here to set this up, but sometimes it's from back when the people still lived here. I love the seat over here in the corner. Little seat where somebody could have a smoke. You can see the ashtray to the left side of it. Copper ashtray with even 1 cigarette still in there. I don't know if that was from the former owners or not, but it's very beautiful to see it in that way. The ivy growing over it, the window behind it, and the decay above there. And here we got a picture of somebody. A young man. Might have been Eugene Jr. And he seems that he is in the Navy of some sort, looking from his outfit. Wow. Love this. Lovely drawer over here. Has some magazines on top of it. Bill Boatman and Company, hunting magazine. I think that the owner of this place also loved to go out in the fields and in the forests to go hunting. Also have a depiction, and I think this is of Dutch country lands or from the Netherlands. You can see it from the windmill and the style of the houses, but it's just a lovely picture in general. What do we have to this side? Is there something interesting over here? Not really, except for this lovely house that we see over here. Put the horse to the side, and you can have a look at the house on the depiction over here. I love that one. Wow, very serene. Okay, let's go now. And oh, look at this. There's some needles lying here. Wow. Angus got very old, and she lived here until the last person. But, no, I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Eugene lived here to the last person, and Eugene took care of Angus. And we believe Angus was sick at the end of her life, but what happened to Eugene, we are not sure about. We find ourselves right now at the front door of the household where everybody came in and was welcomed in the house. And what we see over here, directly hanging to the right, is the noble depiction, the crest, you would call it, of the Sanders family. Wow. We'll stand here right next to the door. Love that. And I was also very interested in this piece of furniture that was standing here. This sort of, yeah, like a bench in the hallway with a mirror where you could look at yourself in the morning and see if you were proper. And then down below you have a compartment where I believe back in the time they stored their coats or their scarves or stuff like that, but now there's some other stuff in there. Just some general things, nothing really interesting. What's this?
I have no idea.
This looks like the back end of a bomb.
To me, it looks like a chimney that has been rotten.
Oh yeah, maybe from the top of the roof.
I don't know.
Question myself. And then, of course, also in this room, a fantastic piece of furniture, something directly from a palace or a castle, I would say, or a big manor. Absolutely love the upholstery and the woodwork on this one. Beautiful piece with these cushions to the side. And that looks like a jug straight from Portugal that's standing there, or isn't it?
No, not
really?
really.
Or you would store wine in of some sort?
That's American
E.
for sure.
Downing dealing in liquor. Oh, they would store liquor inside of here. General Ministry. Okay. There's a liquor bottle, but unfortunately broken. Then one more painting. A big castle over here, somewhere in the world. It's
Do
even
you
a
think it's a
pirate ship.
castle or it's windmills, destroyed ones?
Yeah, I'm not sure. You seen the cannons protruding from it? See the cannons? All the cannons. And with the pirate ship in the back, I would think it's a castle. Wow. Okay, time now to venture into the living space. The family came together in the evening, just sit down, socialize about the day. And there's some lovely furniture inside of this room as well. Starting with this big sofa, this big Victorian sofa over here, beautifully upholstered. Love the color on it. And it's actually still in a very good condition after 42 years of being inside of here. This one is probably already very, very old. Look over here on the living room table. Pictures left behind over here. That's absolutely lovely. They look like they're taken inside of the jungle, somewhere in Africa, I think, because I saw this picture over here and it has some African people on the picture. Wow. They're doing some construction work over there. Very interesting. Maybe they were on a mission of some sort. This is Eugene Jr., that's the son of the family. And here we can see them together with Eugene, the father, and then the daughter, and Eugene when he was younger. And this over here, you can compare the two pictures. Very interesting. This was the car before. Here you can see the same car. Here they're standing before the car, and this is the car itself photographed. Wow. Absolutely lovely. We also have letters left behind of them. This is directed to Mr. Eugene L. Sanders, 1964. They got this letter. A couple more things over here. This is from their company, I believe. It's also directed to them. Oh, yeah, and here is another letter, and we were discussing this one as well. It's from 1961, and it's directed to Mr. Jack Sanders, and it's for a divorce. We don't know who Jack is, but he might have also been one of the family members that lived here, but that's still unclear to us, and we cannot figure out what happened to this person, or who he is in general. Lovely corner over here as well. The table, collapsing table. And they took a cardboard box and then they tied this picture to it for some reason. Even more letters left behind over here. Checks from 1964 for $23. $23 that we would write a check for. Wow. Plans here in the back. We have another sofa standing here in the corner. Ooh, watch out, Danny, don't trip over everything.
Sorry.
No worries, man, no worries. Just looking out for you. Drawer here in the corner. Oh, this ivy growing in here is so fantastic. And here we have another medicine bottle for Eugene L. Sanders in 1979. I believe this was cough syrup, but I'm not sure. 2 tablespoons every 4 hours. Love the style of these bottles. I also love these plates that are left behind over here. Wow. Okay. Look at this jacket that we have over here. This looks at first like a military jacket, but it's definitely not. You can see it from it. It has, oh, these American eagles on top of it. Isn't that from the United States government? Isn't the logo from the United States government?
I believe so.
Yeah, looks like it though. Wow. Okay. And then we have the secretary desk with the display piece up top. Lovely. It's completely filled with letters, as you can see. Thousands of letters left behind in here. Checks and bank statements and everything from the family has been totally left behind inside of this room. All their documents from their lifetime, all left to be taken over by nature. Oh, and this is also a lovely chair that we have over here. Beautiful upholstery. I love the design and the colors on it. What a lovely piece. Then in here, like a little drawer, some things in there. Oh, this is for the pipe that they use to smoke. And even a bullet, shotgun shell. Shotguns that they shoot with at the animals. And now it's time for the downstairs bedroom. I believe from the things that I found in this house that this downstairs area was used only at the last part, like the last 2 decades, but the upstairs have not been used from the 1960 onwards. And I believe that the last resident of this household slept inside of here. That is most likely Mr. Eugene. Look at this room. The bed is still made. The pillows are still at the end. It's also a lovely bed frame. We can see over here. You have a picture to the right side over here. Probably from their ancestors or somebody very important and memorable that they wanted to hang up. My gosh. Wow. It's absolutely crazy. And that's because the house is made out of wood. The roots of the trees can literally grow inside of here. The roots of the ivy. Somebody also made this lovely blanket. All the colors on there. Top of it is a upholstery chair. And here we got the vanity. But even the shaver still left here. The brush and the shaver still in there. Mr. Eugene's combs. Even a pin as well. It's a beautiful pin. Old man riding a horse. Wow. God bless our home. So these people were definitely religious. But first we were discussing if these people were, the reason why there was a graveyard is because these people were not religious, but you can see definitely that they were religious. So I'm not sure why there are people buried in the backyard of the house. And Jess, Agnes, her picture left here as well. Oh, I love this one. This is typical American picture. You can see the Lois behind there, the motel, the old cars. Wow. Completely deteriorating and falling apart. Oh, you seen this one, Danny? What's this piece? Oh, that's also a vacuum cleaner. Oh my gosh. And stored like a cable inside of here. Oh, that's a Hoover. Wow. Oh yeah, it would be like this. Then you could drag it around the house. Okay, let me take you all to the upstairs right now and show you the most private parts of the household. Super excited to see these upper floors, what they have to behold. Oh, wow. Immediately come into sort of a upstairs hallway over here. Already some interesting things in front of me over here. Judging dairy cattle. Why would you judge them? But yeah, it's a book from Sanders, from the man, the house. Wow. Couple of knickknacks up here, but this one draws my attention. The Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Me and Danny have been there last week.
Yep.
We thoroughly enjoyed that, and I'm gonna see this one postcard is from 1940. Wow. Oh, then this one is from Jack Sanders again. From that man that we don't know what he did in here. Wow. And do you know this cabinet, what it was used for, Danny?
No.
So, I will explain to you, or I'll try to explain. But this actually is a display cabinet to store your guns inside of. You can see the bottom of the gun would rest in here. The top would be against over here. And you could see all your guns when you came up the stairway. Isn't there something more American than that?
Yeah.
And then of course you could also lock it up over here, put a lock on it, and then the guns were safely in there. Except if you break the glass, of course. Have a look at this bedroom that we have in front of us here. Completely falling apart. Everything has fallen onto the bed. The wallpaper from the ceiling just came down and it's resting against that wonderful chandelier that you have there. hanging from the ceiling. Jeez. Ooh. I just saw something behind you over here. There's also a sewing machine over here. Let's see if we can still open it up. Oh, there's no sewing machine in there anymore. That's pretty sad. Whoa, that's also completely falling apart. In here. What's this? You have an idea?
Nope.
Me neither. Not seen that device before. We can unfortunately not go into this room and show you anything, but there's a couple things over here that are interesting. For example, this Puerto Rico little carpet or rock, or how you would ever call it. Puerto Rico, maybe somewhere where they've been on vacation. A couple of things left over here. USA, of course. Very proud Americans that lived inside of this house. Yeah, let's go back into the hallway. Oh wow. A very big and long and spacious hallway. But first we will go into this bedroom over here to this side. And this is a very interesting bedroom, which you can already see when you walk into it. On top of the bed, we have a deer head laying there, a taxidermy deer head that probably at one point used to hang somewhere on the wall. Maybe a deer head that was shot by Eugene back in the time. I absolutely love it, how it's displayed over here on top of the bed. And all the ivy behind it growing inside of the room. This is the most ivy we have seen so far inside of the house. You hand me the camera, Danny. I'm going to show this picture here on the wall. I absolutely adore this one. Look at this man. Wow. There you go. And then over there on the nightstand, we have a lantern. And I like the top of it. It looks like there's an eagle on there, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful. Okay. These fireplaces seem like they were open back in the time, but they put a cover in front of it, and they put probably a little small fireplace in front of here. Back in the time, this would be open and burning just right in this room. Built-in cabinet over here. I love these archways that they have above here. Very typical for the house. You can see this everywhere throughout the house. Over here as well, they're all the same and all built purposely for this place. Okay, here we come into another bedroom. This one is also really, really interesting. First to the right of you, to the left of you over there, Danny, we have this again, this ammunition box from when Eugene was back in the army. He was a veteran for the United States. Again, the same archway coming back with a built-in cabinet and the belt still hanging in there. Wow, look at that wallpaper that we have in here. Isn't that just fascinating?
It's the same as the room.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see it. But they have two different kinds of wallpapers in here.
Inside also. It's the left side and the front.
So these two walls in that wallpaper and those two walls in this.
Yep.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh no, only that wallpaper. The rest of the three walls are all made in this wallpaper. Lovely. Some sort of a leg brace over here. See, this is a very old model. Wow. And then right next to it, we have the Hospital Corps School. And this picture is made in 1944 in the Naval Training Center. Wow. Down below, a secretary desk that's again completely filled with all the letters from the family. Oh, what do we have over here? So many letters from them still left over here. I love the cover of this book. Stay away, Joe. 25 cents it used to cost back in that time period. Wow. And over there, a little vanity in the corner. Have a look at this. I was looking at this device before, but I'm absolutely not sure what it was used for. You can see this has all the faces on there, north, south, east, west, but it doesn't really look like a compass to me, and it's electrical because there's a cord on there. So again, a device where I'm not sure what the purpose for is. And right next to it, we have these bundles of letters from that time period left behind. See here, Marshall Eugene Sanders, that was the man of the household. And these are all the letters directed to him over the time. We even have one letter over here, completely written in cursive. This beautiful emblem on the top. I want to go in town, the forest. I'm not really that good at reading cursive, so I'm not gonna try it. Lovely. Chair right in front of the bed. The design of the chair is wonderful. And then you can see this bed right in front of us here. And it looks like it's sinking a little bit away. It's, yeah, over time, it's still made, but yeah, it's sinking away. The bed, the planks underneath are just broken and fallen over time. Love that there's just one vein of ivy growing there.
It's beautiful.
I've never seen something like this before. You definitely have to go over to Instagram and check out the pictures that Danny made inside of this house. I didn't make the pictures, I don't take credit, Danny made all of them. So, bro.
Thank you.
Everybody go check out those pictures, they're probably amazing. I haven't seen them yet. You know what this is?
Perfume?
No, that's a telescope.
Is it a telescope?
You can look at it through there. You see the ship on there? Pirate ship.
Yeah.
That is an telescope from that time period. Wow. Even have a couple of shotgun rounds still left here. And another bottle of cough syrup. Oh, what? 1982? Oh my God. The date of the house just changed from 1980 to 1982, which is the last date that I found so far inside of here. Oh my God. And then here right next to it, we have another rocking chair, an upholstered rocking chair, with some jackets lying on top of there. Wow. And then we find ourselves back in the main hallway of the second floor. And there are a couple more interesting things that I want to talk about in here. First and foremost, these ice skates. And I'm pretty curious to see them in here because in Virginia, it doesn't get that cold, I would say. So I'm not sure if the lakes freeze over here, but probably they do if they're inside of the house. I would love to go ice skating here. Have you ever ice skated in your life?
Nope.
Want to learn it?
Nope.
No, why not?
Because I don't want to fall into a freezing lake. No, thank you.
Then he's a man of the warm weather.
Yeah.
Scrapbook that probably made drawings on. Beautiful. And I believe, Danny, that you can see the two chimneys on the side of here. I think this might have been the house before it was remodeled, but maybe not. I think I'm wrong about that.
Yeah.
Oh, it says N-G-O-T-O-N on here, Washington probably. So this house might have been in Washington. Ford Upright, yeah, that's definitely not here, I'm sorry. That's definitely not here. Ah, socks for ice skating, fishing, golfing, and hunting. All left here. Wow. A couple more things in here. It's time to go into the last bedroom. Again, let's point out that arch above there. Exactly the same all throughout these upstairs floors. But here we come into the most decayed room. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the other one was the most decayed room, but also a very interesting room inside of the house. The whole bed, again, completely full with rubble from the ceiling over here. And this, what you see here hanging on the side of the bed, is actually a bag to put a gun inside and take it out for hunting. Wow. You can see one of those wallpapers with the house on there. Lovely to see. Then the room itself. Vanity back there. Presumably a lady's room. Watch out, we're completely walking over the rubble here. Oof. Shoe holder. You can place it inside of your shoe. make it right. Interesting things up here. Again, a fireplace over here as well. Oh, is this a picture or a drawing? I'm not sure. Oh no, that's a drawing for sure. Two men in a canoe together with their dog rowing over the lake. And again, a lovely rocking chair over here. Typically American. We've seen so many of these, and literally we don't find them in Europe at all. Sometimes, like very, very, very occasionally, we would find a rocking chair. And the largest TV we've seen so far inside of the house, or the only one actually.
The only one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And only inside of this bedroom. RCI Victor, it says on there. Beautiful. Still some clothes inside of here. There's some pants still hanging in the closet. It's definitely something for fishing or hunting. Most likely from Eugene back in that time. Picture frame of a young lady together with her dog. I love this one, beautiful piece. Wow. There's old letters. And here's another one of those braces that we just saw. Where would you attach these? I think somewhere on the leg like this. And I have very, very thick legs, maybe on the arm.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I think it's for the arm and the wrist, but I'm not sure.
I think maybe like this, Danny.
Yeah, I think
And then
so.
you put it around like this somehow.
Oh, don't tell me that's to hold a hawk.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Like this, you mean?
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure. Don't
Me
quote
neither.
me on that.
Also, don't quote me on this, but
It
you
looks
could
like
be
it.
right. Yeah, it seems like it. And then you attach it over here, like this, and then around your thumb, and then fasten this, and yeah, it might be for a hawk. Yeah. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Thank you.
Oh. This is probably the other part of the deer that we just saw in the bedroom.
Oh,
The skin of an animal skin rug lying here in the bedroom. Wow. Okay. It's one last section of the house that we have to show you. And that's the attic. This door is gonna lead us up there. Let me take you to those upper floors and let's see what's left over there. Yes, there we are on the attic. Wow. See, complete ceiling exposed. Okay, I think we have to be a bit careful up here. Oh, I see directly behind you the clothes hanging, the hunting clothes. The jackets that I used to go into the forest with. And you can see over here, there's a name on it. Green protection identification tag, and it says Sanders Jack M. M stands for Marshall. That was also one of the names that the children and the husband of the family had. Also the boots are still standing down below here, ready to go on and into the forest. And a couple more of those animal rugs lying there on the floor. Oh my. Let's see what we have on this side of the attic. Oh, that's beautiful. Look over here in the corner of the room. We have an organ standing here. Absolutely adore it. Of course, that's not gonna play because an organ doesn't play like that. But I love that all the books are stacked on top of here. These must be very old books that we have over here. And see this one? There's even a name written on the cover, or written on the side of the book. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm a bit interested. I think this is a bar of soap, but we have a suitcase lying here on the floor. A letter literally falls out of it from Robert. This was a suitcase where I traveled the world with. Wow. And then, of course, a pirate chest. Something that you always find on attics. Standing over here. Where's this flag from? I have absolutely no clue. A box of cigars left here, and this is completely filled with hundreds, maybe even thousands of newspapers, letters, and documents inside of here. Oh my. Okay. Oh, I love the outside of the chest as well. Have you seen that? Isn't this wasn't just magnificent? Okay, let's leave it like that. The attic is in a very bad state. Whew. Wow. Boom, the candle holders. And even the rocking chair over here on the attic. I was looking at this bag over here, but I'm not sure what's in there. Oh, there's stored wallpaper in there. Ah, this is the Seabrook wall decorations or wall coverings. This is still in the original packaging. So they ordered a piece of wallpaper back in that time period and they never even opened it. It's still in there. Wow. I absolutely love that. See the original? Oh, this comes from Memphis. Memphis, Dallas, Miami, Charlotte, Jackson, and Atlanta. Wow. Okay, let's now make our way to the other side. Look at all of this. Christmas decorations and everything is down there. This is the Christmas star that they would put out front in the house. Made out of wood, probably completely self-made. All the rubble fallen on top of here. Here to the corner. Also still have a scale left behind. And this is a scale to weigh a baby or a small pet or something like that. To 30 pounds. Okay. Oh, there's also a mantle of a fireplace. Still over there. Be really careful in this room. Ceiling is literally falling off. What a place again. It's already dark outside, like you can see. I think it's already 9 or something. This was the last place that we're filming now in Virginia. Tomorrow morning we have a flight to Atlanta, Georgia to end off our trip in the United States. But there are still some amazing episodes coming up, so don't worry. I want to thank you all very, very much for watching this week's video. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I want to see more of these explorations, and also write me a nice comment in the comment section. Also a shout out to Danny, thank you again very much for filming me. And again, his link to his channel will be in the description. And with that all said, thank you so much, and I'll see you next week in another epic exploration. Bye bye, I love you.